You know exactly who I'm speaking, approximately the scholar who aces the entirety. Very popular amongst everybody, he seems superbly looking and appears to be the megastar of the college. Let's start your transformation. Section 1 seems to be maxing. A few have exact genetics from the start and others do no longer. However, what we will do is reach our genetic ability. The simple of appears to be maxing is simply taking care of yourself more. Consume wholesome sleep, take good facial care, take good hair grooming, and you will develop better than all and sundry. Set up top morning and night routines that help you and make them simple. I actually have seen so many routines that are way too complex and take a long time to complete, which means you aren't going to stick with them, so here's a simple morning and nighttime recurring that you could store for later that can pay to physique. That pupil has a superb physique, and whether you want it or not, exercising is something that you have to begin doing. Having a great physique not only makes you more appealing, but additionally has a whole lot of health advantages, consisting of extra strength and centered attention. I might advise both going to the health club or doing extra sports on the way to get you in shape. It doesn't need to be complex, so just keep on with the basics of ingesting clean, exercising, and slumbering properly. The ones on your own will provide you with a massive boost. Don't forget that it takes time to build a body of which you may be proud, and the more constant you stay, the better your growth will be. If you are curious about a novice pleasant exercise plan, then leave a comment and I will make a video on it. Phase 3 grades. That scholar has very good grades, and they get it no longer due to luck, but due to the fact they placed within the paintings behind the curtain while no one sees. I actually have several movies on enhancing your grades that you may take a look at, but these days I will provide you with the primary points you need to realize to drastically alter your grades. Point 1. Learn how to look at. You're advised to revise and make notes, but do you really know what the primary from problem to challenge studies for the nice look at techniques are, and begin enforcing them to revolutionize how you have a look at and seek that information that sticks in your mind? 2. Deep work. I have made a video on it that you could test a count, however, in simple phrases. It's far the potential to paint in a deep state of mind, such that not anything distracts you. You need to study this so that analyzing becomes greater green without you wasting valuable time procrastinating and doing nothing. Point 3. Exercise working towards is uncomfortable due to the fact no one likes seeing themselves battle. Therefore, humans will simply reread the equal pages instead of actively doing past papers and exercise questions. You want to place in the repetitions so that it becomes much less uncomfortable, and you may fix your mistakes before exam time. Point 4. Imagine yourself as a pinnacle scholar whenever you're no longer certain. Usually accept as true with yourself that you're a pinnacle pupil, and ask yourself what a pinnacle pupil would do to make sure their grades are pleasant and peaceful. Developing an appealing persona is quite complicated, and I will make a video about it later on, but for now, we will discuss the main pillars of it. Pillar 1. Turn out to be a conversationalist. No one likes being around a person who's awkward to talk to, so you need to learn how to start and make the conversation glide. A simple rule you can follow is to answer what's happening right now, right here, and that will be your topic initially. A communique is a change of phrase, so you can't expect the other individual to talk, and you also aren't contributing a way to make a conversation. Waft is what I like to call the branching method. All through a conversation, ask relevant questions about the topic with the usual what, where, and how, like little branches. And while you think there may not be anything left to speak approximately, then talk approximately about a topic. This is much like the previous topic, like a huge branch, so that you can naturally glide from one topic to another without being abrupt. Pillar 2. Actual people need to be heard for their minds and feelings. Be virtually fascinated and notice how their face milds up with joy once they in the end recognize they are able to speak to you freely about something, even though it's miles a topic that you realize nothing about. Strive to master greater from the verbal exchange you learn, and that they speak win-win for both. While you get so exact at this, people will thank you directly for constantly taking note of their interests and other approaches to show that being authentic is making making it a pleasant exchange in preference to interrogation. Make jokes. Agnario's exaggerate a declaration for comedic outcomes. Show playful, robust emotions. There's no need to observe a script of some type. Simply cross, where the communicate takes you, and have a laugh with different character. Pillow 3 talk, less concentrate. Extra people like to speak, so allow them to accomplish that. The extra they speak, the more comfortable they may feel around you and be with you. It additionally allows you to pay attention more and engage into what they're announcing. If you want to ask observe-up questions, the lure a number of human beings fall right here as they stop speaking. Absolutely. And handiest listen, do now not do that, because it receives awkward considering the opposite character will run out of factors to say. Keep it a 3-to-1 ratio, wherein they speak about something 3 instances more than you talk. Section 5, pastimes and competencies. To be that scholar, you want to have hobbies and abilities. People will always be drawn toward you when you have an interesting life, and ordinary be multi-skilled. I could advocate deciding on a healthy one, a enterprise-associated one, a innovative one, and a knowledge one, healthful. Abilities and pastimes are like cooking, speak me, biking, and hiking. Enterprise competencies and hobbies are like video editing, coding, and advertising. Innovative ones are like drawing, getting to know languages, studying gadgets, and expertise ones are like reading, coaching, and mastering what hobbies you. These 4 categories will now not only give you more subjects to speak about, but additionally make you discover something that you are certainly obsessed with and be well-rounded for something. And even if no one cares about them, those pursuits and capabilities will benefit you mentally, physically, and economically in the long term. Those stages require time, and your Glow Malicious program will not show up in a single day. All you need to do is be regular, and outcomes will come. Once they do, you could solve the problem for those who say you're lucky with desirable genetics. If you need some additional pointers that might help you out, then click right here. My call is stated, and it's far from my task to make you straight up better.